Welcome to a new episode of Soul Infused Monday. We are excited to be here with you today. I have a special guest today, and I'm going to introduce her in a moment. And if you're new to the show, I'm Sonia de la Torre, and I'm here to help you to let go of your limitations, to really fully love and trust yourself so that you can shine in the world and live the life that you truly desire. And my dear friend and colleague, Mal Duane, who is here on the show. Welcome, Mal, to Soul Infused Monday. It's so grateful to have you here.
Oh, Sonia, I love being back with you, girl. I just love your message.
Yes, I'm super excited. And Mal is also super passionate about helping women to be empowered, to shine, and to connect to their authentic self versus listening to all that stuff that we tell ourselves that actually is not true. Correct, Mal? We were just talking about it. Yeah.
We were.
And Mal, before we jump into the topic, do you mind sharing a little bit of your personal story with my audience, because they might not know you? And I think it's so important to realize that where we come from and what's actually possible for each of us.
Well, like many of your audience members, I have faced every challenge that a woman could face. I used to call them mistakes, and now I don't. I correct myself on that. They were challenges. They were lessons that I needed to learn to evolve into the woman I am today. So I've battled addiction. I have 30 years of recovery. I've had a failed marriage. I've had failed relationships. And all of these challenges, these painful experiences, have taught me incredibly powerful lessons. And the number one lesson I learned from this one was that I was listening to a voice in my head that was whipping me around, telling me I wasn't good enough, and that I was a failure, and I was too tall and too thin and too this and too that. And I believed that voice for so many years. And that was not my authentic self that was in control. It was my ego. And once I figured out that my own thoughts caused my suffering, my life changed instantaneously.
Yeah, and you're going to demonstrate that in a little bit even. Very nice. And I want to say just a few shouts out here to people who are here today and saying hello to us. Jessica, Alyssa, Tine, Florian, Germany's in the house. Denmark is in the house, Europe is in the house. If you have questions for me or Mel throughout the show or while you're watching the replay, leave a comment below. We are both very happy to answer them, and we can go back later if we didn't make it, right? So, Mel, why don't we jump in right away with what we spoke, and you can even demonstrate a little bit of what that means. I often call it the inner critic, some people call it the ego, but what is the difference between this true self and this other voice?
Well, we have two voices in our head, and it's hard conceptually to understand that. One is your higher self, it's your divine guidance, it's your intuition. And the other voice is the ego. And the ego exists to keep you safe, to keep you alive, to protect you, but it also doesn't want you to grow, doesn't want you to take risks. And it's this nagging little voice that looks like this. What happens is, this is Louise, and I figured out that Louise lived in my head. And once I discovered that there was the voice of Mal, the real me, and then there was this nasty little voice, Louise, criticizing me, telling me what to do, telling me I wasn't good enough. Once I could decipher that she was in there, oh my gosh, life changed dramatically. Now, I can't control completely what Louise is going to do. So what I learned how to do was to work with her, to befriend her, to embrace her and say, wait a minute, I hear you, but that may not be the truth. Rather than just trying to dismiss her and stuff her under a carpet. She'll come out bigger, meaner, nastier.
Yeah. And I just love what you say, and it's so true. And again, I can talk about this as well with that inner critical voice, is it's not the voice of your true self, And it's not about controlling or fighting it or getting rid of it, because the more we do that, the more it builds up. So can you talk a little bit about, or give our audience some tips on how to deal actually, or your way of dealing with it when that voice comes up?
So first of all, was recognizing that she existed. And then secondly was understanding that that voice was really trying to protect me and keep me safe. We're all born with an ego. And if we can learn to dismantle it in a non-resistant way, in a non-aggressive way, then that voice quiets down and will only raise her ugly head, maybe like when we're ready to step in front of a bus. And that's the way it should work. But it shouldn't be criticizing you and condemning you. And my self-condemnation, that voice, actually caused my addiction. It has caused many of the failures that I've experienced in life because I listened to this instead of fear. So it's identifying her. And once you do that, now you understand, okay, there's two voices going on here, but I want to listen to the one that is soft and supportive and helping me to grow and nurturing and encouraging me to step up and be more. When you hear the criticism, then you know that that ego voice is trying to step in and take over.
Yeah.
So it's easy. Give that voice a name. That is step number one. Identify, give it a name, call her something. And that was so helpful because I guess what I would do, I'd say, oh boy, Louise is chatting away. When I'm in public, I'll just tap myself on the forehead and go, that's Louise talking away. Okay, okay, Louise, I got it.
And that's so important to say, and to realize that there is a voice. And again, like I call it the iniquity, you call it ego, you call it least, to identify it, and it helps me to have a visual. I hear myself a little bit cut off now. Do you hear me properly? I just want to check with the audience. Yeah, okay, good, guys, because I kind of hear myself. Maybe 3 seconds. So what I'm saying is like to identify, and even in the beginning, you might not be free of it yet. However, to discern, hey, this is not the truth. It's just a voice telling me something. And I would be curious for you guys that are watching right now live or on the replay, how does that resonate with you? And what are some of the words or sentences that you hear from your inner voice that it's not the truth? And I'm always very transparent and say what like my inner critic, or my bitchy Sonia, or whatever you want to call her. One of the things that kept saying to me over and over, especially when I was younger, is like this: I'm fat and ugly. Like I'm fat and ugly. And I believed it. Back then I didn't understand that it wasn't my voice. I thought it was me. I was identified with it. Right now, that's what we think. We think that's who we are.
I used to hear, I'm skinny and ugly. I'm skinny and too tall. Who wants to be with you? Look at you. You're 6 feet tall and weigh 103 pounds. So it's when you hear that criticism, anytime you hear something that's hurtful, painful, it's coming within your own mind. That's the ego. That is absolutely the voice, that is the condemnation. And if you can just identify it, say, whoop, time out, whoop, time out. Tap yourself on the forehead. Do a little tap and say, look, that's not who I want to listen to. We probably never get to control that voice, but we can sure as hell work with it. And we can befriend it and say, I know you're there. That's okay. That's all right. Thank you, but I'm not going to listen to that right now. I know I'm better than that. I know I'm more capable than that. Start to affirm yourself with some different language immediately. Stop, break that voice, break that train of thought, and go into some positive affirmation. I know I'm smiling. I know I'm better. I know I'm pretty. I know I have value.
Yeah, and Alyssa is sharing one of hers, like everything is her fault. And everybody has their own, we hear this word so much, and everybody has their own version. And also at the same time, often we have like one main message. Like for you, you were slim and ugly. For me, it was fat and ugly. And why I love about this conversation, Mel, and for you that are watching us, no matter if you're a woman, a man, tall, skinny, up and down, when it comes to that voice, it always will find something. So there's no need and pressure to actually become something that you're not, because if you're too fat, he's gonna say or she's gonna say you're fat. If you lose weight, then you're gonna say, hey, you lost too much weight. Now you're skinny bone. Or your hair is too short, too long. Your nose is too big, too short. Like, to take the pressure off, because we have that conditioning, especially as women, that we need to be perfect to be loved, and that is that's from that ego perspective impossible. So to let go of the pressure and to identify it, that's really great. And Mel, I would also love for you to speak a little bit into, because I know you're so passionate about it, and we are, so many of us are so limited to see what's possible for us, and that we have way more power than we think. So can you speak a little bit about, especially for women, what it means to have power and what's actually possible for them?
The most powerful woman is one that stands in her authentic being, her authentic self. We spend so much of our time, when we're not paying attention, looking for solutions, looking for answers, looking for the fix outside of us. We think, oh, the right job, the right man, the right dress, the right this is going to make us better. But that is not the case. Your greatest power comes from within. Your greatest guidance, the solution to everything that you need, comes from within. But we get so caught up, again, in our heads and in the dialogue that we don't listen for the truth. And if we can just settle down, just quiet down, just get still, allow that intuition, allow that guidance to come forward instead of all the crazy chatter.
Yeah. It's really just finding.
Oh, you can change the trajectory of your life instantaneously.
It's like life changing. And I want to share a few things that our audience is sharing with us as well. So that you can see you're not alone with this, and that there's nothing wrong with you. So Ashley shares her voice says, I'm not good enough. Who can relate to this one? I'm not good enough. Tune in. The question would be, who can not relate to this one? Then Tina is saying, I'm not important. Can relate to all of them. And Stephen Living is sending us love. And hi, Debbie. Okay, so I wanted to share, to acknowledge also that you are actually engaging, and to see that when you share and you speak about things, that you realize, hey, it's not me, there's something wrong with me. It's just a voice that I wasn't maybe aware of it, or that I listened to or believe still that this is who I am. So I just wanted to share that. Fantastic. And Mel, I always love to do the Soul Infused Mondays to also get a great start to the day and a great start to the week. Do you have a few practical or simple tips or tricks that they can do on a daily basis to support the journey to connect with that true self?
Absolutely. Sonia, when we arrive on this planet, we come in as perfect, divine little beings, a clean slate. We've been untouched by other people's opinions and values and stories and beliefs. But then as a child, we start taking on all this information from other people. And it literally creates the filters on how we're going to look at life. It's time to start to look at those filters and ask yourself, is this really true for me? Is this really a call to me? Is this really true in this situation? Or am I looking through a filter that I've inherited somewhere along on this journey? The two strongest things, the best things that women can do for themselves, is one is meditation, to learn to get still, to quiet down. It's the most empowering practice. And I keep teaching this to women, please, if you could just do one thing, only one thing. Take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, just get quiet. And the second thing is, write down your thoughts. Just journal about what's going on in your head. Because when you start to see some of those repetitive thoughts on paper, you go, holy crap, where did that come from? I have been thinking about that and thinking, and I keep repeating that, and that's not true. That's not who I am. That's not my truth. That might have been my mother's story or a friend's story or an old belief, family belief, familiar belief, but it's not yours. Write down what you're thinking. Pay attention. I'm aware of what's going on inside. Less stimulation from outside. Less stimulation from social media, from advertising, from TV. All of those things are very twisted and influential in how you feel about yourself. Most of it's made constructive. You think poorly.
Yeah, and I just love two things. Like I love that you mentioned meditation because I'm like a broken record to every one of my people and my clients, and I'm so adamant about it. You know, it's just one of the most powerful tools that we can implement, and also to mention that this doesn't happen overnight. We get so easily frustrated. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm aware I have this voice, but you know, it also takes time. It takes practice. It takes.
Call it a meditation practice.
So anyone out there who feels like, yeah, I know this already, but I'm too frustrated, you know, it's a process. It takes time. And when you can surrender to the fact that it is a process without being attached to the outcome at a certain point, because it's that energy that kind of like, I want to have it now. You know, when you can let go and be really listening and becoming aware, you get more and more of a choice. And would you recommend, I mean, everybody's different and there's so many different tools. So I always say, find what works for you. But when you said write down your thoughts, you know, I think what's also so valuable when you say that, Mal, that often they're just in our head. And even we think we are aware of them, but it's a difference to really write them down. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And there's another powerful thing about writing them down. As women, we can have dialogues in our mind where we can absolutely lie to ourselves about something. We can be opinionated and judgmental. But when you put pen to paper, the truth usually comes out. When women write in a journal, they don't usually lie or try to misconstrue or misrepresent something that they're putting on paper. They usually tell the truth. And that's what you need to see, the truth about what you're thinking and how you're evaluating yourself. And are you judging other people? Are you filled with resentment and anger? Or are you on a daily, practice of feeling bliss and joy and connecting with people? There's two ways we can travel in life, either through fear or love. I choose love, baby, every day. That's it. I want to wake up, be as loving as I can throughout the day to as many people that cross my path and to myself.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, self-love is so important. And I wanna invite you guys. We're gonna be here for a few more minutes. If you have a specific question for us, leave it in the comment section. And I'm checking here. It always takes a moment. And Mel, Alisa is saying the hardest part is when I'm aware of all of it and work with the voices, and it doesn't shift. Head yes, inside no. Yeah, and Alisa, I know Alisa is working with me, so but can you speak to her about your experience, or maybe give her a little bit of a inspiration?
Now, you broke up a little bit when you were repeating. Is about shifting her beliefs?
Yeah, she said the hardest part is when I'm aware of all of it and the voices and work on it, and it still doesn't shift. So it shifts in the head, but not inside.
So there's a couple of things you can do. One is, I love affirmations. And I think when people say, oh, well, they don't really work. They're not instantaneous. It's like planting a seed in a garden. If you keep planting that positive seed in the garden, eventually you're going to get a beautiful flower. But it's not going to come up in 12 hours or 24 hours. It might take several days, several weeks. If you keep reaffirming positive thoughts, even writing them down, that you are worthy, you more lovable. My favorite one is, I'm so precious. I do that in front of the mirror every day. I go, no, you're just so damn precious. No, honestly, you're just a hoot owl, you know? And I affirm myself and hug myself and keep telling myself of my worthiness and my goodness and why I'm here on this planet. I'm meant to cast a light on others and share goodness and joy. That's what women need to do. We're all blissful goddesses, and every single one of us has a divine purpose. So just keep reaffirming daily, verbally, writing it down, thinking about it. Treat yourself to things. You know, we take care of everybody else and we put everybody on the top of a list. Time to put yourself on top of that list. And treat yourself. Get a pedicure, get a manicure, take a gym class, buy a juice event. Go get, some fun clothes or something. But treat yourself. You need to cherish yourself. When you love yourself, you become the greatest magnet for love to come into your life. And that's what women do not understand. That love coming into your life is a vibrational response to what you are giving out. And the stronger the love coming out of you, the more love coming back.
Yes, I'm into that. Yes. When you were just sharing, I was just tuning in, what it really means to take a breath, connect to yourself, to be loving. Just to close this up, a quick story, because it doesn't mean that you evolve, everything is perfect. Just the other day, when I woke up in the morning, and I didn't feel so great, and the voice was stronger than usual. And, you're getting older, getting some weight, this voice is there right away. So I have my routine in the morning, and I shifted my energy. However, what I did is a little extra when you said affirmation. So I took a piece of paper. I wrote down, I love my body. I put it on the mirror because it's right there every day. Every time we brush our teeth, we see ourselves. And then I put a little vase with some flowers and something it's really nice. The first thing I see when I look in the mirror in the morning is this beautiful, I love my body with the flowers. And in that moment, I look at it, I say it, and I choose to do that in that moment. And it doesn't matter if it lasts all day. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. It's for that moment. So it's just as a little story that no matter how far you're on the journey, that doesn't mean that you're completely, free from everything, because we still have our human experience. And every day you love yourself a little bit more. So
you have used 2 key words. This is a journey. It's a process. And it goes from the day you're born till the day you die. And it's never going to be perfect.
Yeah. And it's a great adventure.
Just choose. We have to choose to be happy.
Yes. Alisa saying, I choose happy too. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Mel, do you have any last words from your heart, from your soul that you would like to leave our audience with today?
Yes.
Good.
If you're not feeling good about your life and you're not experiencing happiness, it's because you're not making a priority for yourself. You have to choose it. Consciously say, I am going to create my own happiness. Nobody else can do it for you. It is your responsibility, not somebody else's.
Wonderful. It's so true. So Mel, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. And thank you guys for being here live, or if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment below and share with us what was the most valuable thing that you are getting out of this today. And the beauty of sharing it is, first of all, you are thinking about what is the most valuable, so you anchor it in yourself. And by you sharing it, you put already energy into motion. So share with us what's the most valuable thing you got out of this. Take action today. And come back next Monday, of course, for another new episode of Soul Infused Monday. Much love. Have a fantastic day. And thank you again, Mel. And much love.